What is good, y'all? We're back with another Premier League prediction video. I assume everyone has read the title. That's why I'm spoiling it straight off the bat. But I am so hyped for the season to start. Like I said before, the season starts on Friday, but Chelsea doesn't play till Monday, which is super whack, but we'll make it through. And I have some more predictions for you guys. So we're going to break those down now. And they're more like based around like the season of like what's going to happen, who's going to win what, like all that type of stuff. Again, it's before the transfer window is over, so things might happen. Who knows how the teams will actually like line up once the transfer window is done. But with the season starting this weekend, I thought I might as well get this out before it's too late. So let's get into the predictions. So as you can see, we have 5 predictions that you guys are knowing the categories of, but I also have 5 that I'm going to keep secret and tell you later in the video. But we'll go through the first 5. Golden Boot, I think it's pretty obvious. He's won it the past couple years. I don't see him stopping anytime soon, even though Man City might be a little bit shaky now. Erling Haaland, I think he's going to keep flying from his World Cup, I think. Change in system with Maresca coming in over Pep. So like it will be a little different, but I don't see a world where he doesn't score at least 20 goals. If not, like I think probably 25 will seal the Golden Boot for him. And I don't see anyone really coming close to that. And I think he does that on a freaking even if he has a bad year and Man City has a bad year, he's still going to probably produce those numbers. So Erling Haaland with the Golden Boot yet again. Next, first sacked. If you guys watch my table prediction, how I thought the season's going to go, you would have saw that I had Hull City last. And that's because I just think they get off to a really poor start. And Sergej Jakirovic, I don't know much about the man. I can't lie. I don't watch a lot of the Championship or anything about Hull City. But it's going to be a tough league. I don't know if he's going to be able to adapt. And I feel like we've seen a lot of times when Championship managers just end up going out the door, like within first 2 months or so, right? And so I think he's the first sacked. But I also think Michael Carrick could be close behind, because I think Man U is going to need a lot of leadership this season with them being back in Champions League and trying to compete for the Prem. So that will be an interesting battle. But that's where I have it right now. Moving on to the biggest flop. Mateus Fernandes, $120 million American dollars for this man who played for West Ham last year. Probably one of their brighter spots in the team, if not the brightest spot, but still got relegated. I don't think he was that special, but he was surrounded by, not the best talent, I guess. So he could also have an outstanding season, but that goes totally against what I'm saying. He's going to be the biggest flop, mostly because I think of the price tag. $120 million for a not really proven Premier League player, young Portuguese man, so I guess he has that potential going for him. But I just think that's a crazy amount of money. And like if he's going to be your attacking mid or your 8, whatever he's going to play for them, like he's going to have to produce numbers, and I just don't know if he's going to be able to do that for Spurs, which is, why would you sign him if that's the case? Anyways, speaking of crazy shouts, player of the season, no bias at all in this one, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to get real cold this season. Cole Palmer is back. He's got his best friend, Morgan Rogers, with him this time. And the power of friendship is going to prevail. He's had the whole summer off with no World Cup. Hopefully he's rested and healed that groin injury or whatever he had going on. And the new system with Xabi Alonso, hopefully he's kind of the bright spot and the main creator in the team. I think he's going to have to be. But I think we see Cole Palmer return back to the heights that he was at, in the 2024 season and 2023 season, that type of thing. So no longer a 2-season wonder. I think he's going to be back and he's going to win the player of the season. Realistically, it's probably going to go to Declan Rice if Arsenal wins it all, or like Bruno G, or like Riot. No, actually Riot probably, a goalkeeper winning player of the season would be criminal. But maybe Gabriel or Saliba. Saliba's out for a minute though. Anyways, most likely Arsenal winning the league. Player of the season always goes to most of the time goes to the player on that team. So I can see Declan Rice winning that because I feel like he's going to play a ton of minutes and he's, he is pretty decent. So that's my bold shout. Cole Palmer to win it. But if I'm being realistic, I don't really see a world where an Arsenal player doesn't win Player of the Season. If they win the league, that is. With that being said, Golden Glove. This one is, again, another bit of a bold shout. I made this before the Community Shield happened. Because I was thinking, when Maresca was coaching Chelsea, we did concede quite a bit, but we conceded really, really crap goals. Just like total goals that... it was I don't even know what to say. Like, I was just in disbelief most of the time we'd score, and I think Maresca was too. He's just like, what? Like, he throws his hands up like there's nothing he can do. So prior to the Community Shield, and they got smacked 3-0, and Donnarumma didn't even save that header from Havertz that was like right at him, just like had it bobble into the net essentially. I'm kind of worried about my shout, but I'm still gonna stick with it. I still back the boy. I think he's probably one of the best goalkeepers in the league. And I think that they have the chance to do, or not they, but I think Enzo Maresca will heavily focus on the defensive side of Man City. And with that being said, Golden Glove, Donnarumma, defense wins championships, even though they're not going to win the championship. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But now for the 5 secret awards. Starting off with a goalie goal. I think we're going to see either Alisson from, what was it, like 2019 or 2020 when he scored the header, or we're going to see a full Tim Howard moment like we do in this picture, where he just hoofed the ball forward and the wind takes it and it bounces in. I think that would be electric. I think it's on the cards for this year. Next, a Man United wonder goal. I looked into it. Wayne Rooney's was 2011. Garnacho was 2021. So realistically, it should be every 10 years. But I think they're going to treat us to one on the halfway mark every 5 years now. And I think we're going to see something crazy from Man United. I don't know who it's going to be. Probably Cunha, I'd think. Maybe Mbeumo. Not too sure. It's definitely not Bruno Fernandes, I'll tell you that. But I think we're going to see another Man United wonder goal. Next. Lowest points ever in the Premier League. Derby County, 11 points. Back in 2007, in the 2008 season. Hull City, the fans of Hull, the people of Hull, I'm sorry. But I think you guys are also, or I think you guys are on trajectory for that, unfortunately. So, would hate to see it, but I just think it's quite possible. Next, I think we get an absolute Barclays match, just like the good old Prem days. High scoring. We see a 10-plus game, 10-plus goal game, that is. I don't know if it'll be 6-4, 5-5 like this crazy one with West Brom and Man United, but I think we see some crazy high-scoring game this season, and I think it will just be one that we talk about for, at least the next 10 years or so. Last but not least, and I think this one is probably the most likely to happen in all of the predictions I'm doing, a manager scuffle. I mean, they're already their blood's boiling when they're at the game and everything. They're so into it. The passion's unreal, just like it should be. But I totally see another manager scuffle like this Tuchel and Conte one. I just think it's always bound to happen. But I feel like the one this year could be quite interesting. I think it could be quite interesting. But with that being said, those are my predictions for what's going to happen this season. Let me know what you think. I know there's some bold shouts in there. And we'll come back in May to see if I got anything right. But please comment, subscribe, do what you got to do. And I'll catch you in the next one. Later.